Well, look at this video to our monitor. Some breaking news at this hour. A chaotic clash. This involves ICE agents you're seeing here and protesters just outside of Chicago. CBS News Chicago had one of the first crews on the scene in the middle of all of this. Maritza Perlman is outside that facility right now with an update.
The protesters have been out here since about 5 this morning. Now, the crowd has grown significantly smaller, but in the past few minutes or so, we have seen some of these protesters start to approach the gates. That's where those ICE agents are inside there. One of those protesters ringing the bell consistently here. Now, at this point, we know at least 2 people have been taken into custody by those ICE agents. They were both protesters. ICE agents have been on the roof of the building here and at one point fired pepper balls, rubber bullets, and smoke grenades at the crowd below. This happened after protesters were trying to block a car that one of their fellow protesters was taken away in, and that is when things really started to turn aggressive here this morning. Some sort of chemical agent we believe to be tear gas was deployed into that same crowd. We want to show you now. Take a look at how the morning progressed here.
ICE out of Illinois! ICE out of Illinois! ICE! Very strong, very strong. ICE on radio! Shame on you! Put down!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the one on the James Williams Dog Waters in the back. My screen's a little bit blurry. Let me fix that real quick. I'm going to try and fix my blurriness. My blurriness don't want to get fixed, so we're going to have to fix it while we're talking. But yeah, I want to bring something to y'all attention real quick. Now, I said this, and the reason why I didn't say it as harshly as she's about to say it, but I've been saying this for quite a while. As it pertains to cities like Chicago and Memphis and all the rest of these cities and all the rest of these urban areas that keep allowing people to speak for them. That at some point in time, you just got to let them do what they do. You just got to let them do what they do. And, you know, Donald Trump is a businessman that won't fix things. And I understand that. But some stuff you ain't going to be able to fix, Don. You just... And see, this is where the black community don't keep it real with each other. Some stuff, man, you know, we know how we feel about it. And my sister right here this is going to be foul, but I'm going to let it be foul with the language so you can come to the realization that she's just telling the truth. And they ride. But it ain't black people riding. There's a whole bunch of liberal white people riding. But as long as y'all going to sit here and let these liberal white people speak for you, and do things that's gonna hurt and harm you, man. This is what you deserve, homie. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the little young rapper. He'd be like, cracker got an AR, like he's shooting schools up. Yellow wide body Hellcat like a school bus. You know what I'm saying? It just, I mean, you might as well just go on and rap like that. It's crazy. Let me stop playing. Hold on.
And I love it, and I respect you, sir. But you know what I want to tell you? Let them be, sir. Let them bury their kids every single day.
She talking about
that's what they want. They want to fly balloons and light candles and RIP and make T-shirts every fucking day. Let them be. Just let them be. Because those who is fighting you right now to save their children, fuck them. Let them bury their children. Let Ray and Craig and Pookie and Jose and Julio and Ethan and Brad, let them run that motherfucker. Let them. Because see, those motherfuckers don't love them. They there to take, steal, rob, destroy, vandalize, and unalive their babies. And they know it. They know it. But they love them more than they love their fucking children. So, Mr. President, fuck them. And I said it. Fuck them. Let them go fly balloons every day. They're accustomed to that. They love the criminals more than they love their freaking kids. And these black leaders they listening to, they don't even know. They don't even know. They hate black people more than the fuck a white man ever did on this land. They don't know that. Because these black people that's in Democrat Party is not American. They're not us. They hate us more than the fucking white man. So let them go ahead. Just let them be. Let them bury their fucking kids every day. I'm tired.
Nah. I'm going to make a point to y'all. You see, I don't have very many connections that into the heart of the black community. I got a couple connections in the people that's in business. Then I still got a couple connections deep down into the trenches that are doors that I leave open because you might need to go there. But that came from way in the trenches. I don't go looking for content like this. I don't even have Instagram. This came from way in the trenches. So when it's coming from when it's coming from the third ward in New Orleans, from the trenches, and saying, hey, bro, you need to see this. Then you understand where the mentality is as it pertains to these urban cities. That means in the heart of the hood, where killers go to get killed. You see what I'm saying? This is where killers go to get killed. This is the mentality. This is the thought process. This is the thought pattern. Now, F them. Let them bury their babies. Because we tired of it. Now, I'm not saying that's where she from. She sound like she from New York. But for this piece of content to come to my phone from where it came from, when I clicked it at first, I was like, whoa, what's this? It's like, oh, this is going to be another anti-Trump. I'm going to have an argument. And I ain't about to be. And then I hit it and I was like, whoa, yellow wide body like a school bus. This is a wide body. I said, this is crazy. Now, all over the place, the Democrats is running around talking reckless and doing reckless stuff. Let's go look at them protesting ICE in Chicago. Now, mind you, Chicago has the highest murder. I think they got the highest murder rate in the world or in the nation. But these people out here protesting ICE. And in the people in the black community, they don't have no problem with it. That's why they deserve for this to happen to them. I'm sorry, you can't make nobody have no sense. And if I was down, or if I was advising down, or I said down, I would make them beg. I would cut off all resources, cut off everything, let them do what they do, and let them crater and make them beg. Now, I don't want y'all to get this from like Fox News. We're going to go to Rebel News Media because they're going to give you the raw. They're not going to give you some little BS. They're going to give you the raw. And remember, this is Chicago, one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. So not only do they have the gangs that have been there, but they got all kind of illegal aliens. And the president's trying to make it safe for them and their children. And these people come out, and I want you to know what they all look like. Even though Chicago is a majority black city. Let's see the racial makeup of Chicago real quick. Well, damn, these are stats as of 2023. It's 39.1% white, 32% Hispanic, 28%. Now, what's non-Hispanic white? I don't know what that means. Black or African, black American, Hispanic or Latino, 29%. These percentages is crazy. Shit don't add up. That's 50. Yeah, this is wrong. Where you get these percentages from, bro? You add that up, that's way more than 100%. 30. Yeah, you tripping. See, these AIs be tripping. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, these stats way off, but nonetheless, this is some woke stuff where they breaking down non-Hispanic whites and Hispanic and Latinos and other whatever. They still got enough white folk in Chicago. I'm surprised. I'm just surprised. What are y'all still doing now? What are you doing now? But anyway, let's get back to the point. Let's get back to the riots. The point I'm making is in the demographic where all the crime is and all the murder is, you are letting these libtards speak for you. So they go screaming and hollering and affect your neighborhood and your children and your kids while you sit back and do what? You pretend like you're mad at Donald Trump because he won't clean up your damn neighborhood? Bingo, one Negro right there. Bingo. We found one. Shame on you. Ah! And it's amazing that we let these people control multiple narratives with this demonic emotion because they get out there and scream, shame on you. Ah! I'll tell you something. The conclusion I came to today. Conclusion I came to in prayer today and on noon prayer was, you know what? They're going to come a point where people will have to go out in the streets and they're going to have to meet these people. I've said this before. But it's going to come a point where Christian men are going to have to go out into these streets and meet with these people. Yeah. They're going to have to go meet with them. They're going to have to go see them. I think the biggest problem that we have in the United States of America right now is that everybody's waiting on Donald Trump to do some things. Now, I'm not calling for violence. I'm not saying you can go out there, yellow wide body like a school bus. You're not going out there with an AR like you're shooting schools up. You ain't doing that. But you might have to go out there and confront these people and they get out of hand and try to lay hands on you. You may have to baptize them with palms. You know what I'm saying? You might have to baptize them with some palms because there is no fear in these people at this point in time. They're not afraid of any consequence. They think that because they can just get emotional and scream and holler, they can do whatever they want to do. That's just like when they went to Chief Justice Roberts' house and screamed and hollered and tried to kick Clarence Thomas' door in. There was no consequences for their actions. If I'm not mistaken, they did it at the mayor of New Orleans' house. And there was no consequences. Because ain't nobody coming out with dragon breath slug, dragon breath slug, dragon breath slug, dragon breath slug. And we're getting closer and closer to a moment in time where there's going to be a conflict. You know what I'm saying? But you're dealing with people who behave like
Join us, change your position.
Man, I'll tell you, I admire these people's discipline. I truly admire the discipline of these people. Could you imagine going to work and walking to work and somebody in your face just screaming at you? I truly admire their discipline. Now, maybe they had a set of earbuds on and they would listen to some music to drown it out, but I truly admire that level of discipline. I'm going to tell you, the Negro in me ain't got that kind of discipline. Yeah. The New Orleans, Night Ward Negro in me ain't got that kind of discipline. I just don't have it. That's why Jesus put me on the internet like this. And never said, hey, son, go work for ICE. You can get a $50,000 bonus. He said, no, son, you crazy. You can't go work for ICE. You got too many loose screws. You would make the news. Yeah, I probably would make the news. You're right, Lord. I would make the news. I'd be apologizing, repenting while I'm beating the bricks off you. Be like, well, Jesus, I'm sorry. Lord, forgive me. Stumping mud holes in them people. Because that was just, it's insane. I told y'all it's crazed liberal white women. In fact, I think we can go ahead and say this. Crazy liberal white women are responsible at this point in time for black genocide in black neighborhoods. No, genocide wouldn't be the word. They're responsible for black murder in black neighborhoods. Yeah. The more they fight to keep the National Guard and ICE out, all those murders should be on white liberal women's heads. And I know it's not really fair to say, but I'm saying it anyway. And I do it only partially make sense because them little YNs is getting the bullets and they load them and they hunting each other down. But if you go with your Jezebel emotions, you gonna scream and shout and holler down the solution and run off the solution and then return to your little neighborhood. That's the answer. Lord, I ask that you send them YNs into their neighborhood. Let the YNs go to neighborhood, Lord, and pay them a visit. Instead of worrying about, give them something to worry about. Let's give them something to talk about, Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. Let's give them something to talk about. Ooh. All right, guys, I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I've just been clowning this whole damn time.